What's good? So it's Santi back with another video, and I'll probably get into a rhythm of uploading more videos, but I ended up getting a new phone probably like back in February, right? And so this one takes so long to upload a video, whereas when I had my last phone, I was able to shoot videos, like I could do 4 or 5 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? But with this one, it takes almost 5 to 6 hours to upload a video, you know, and I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's got me not uploading as fast as I usually would. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to come up with a method while I have this phone where I can kind of shoot out at least maybe 2 videos at a time per week. You know what I'm saying? As my schedule adjusts and whatnot. But I've been doing my own thing, you know, networking, traveling, you know. But I wanted to title this video Semen Retention and Self-Governing. And I've spoken on self-governing in previous videos, you know, which is one of the ultimate aims of semen retention is building one's will towards self-control, being aligned with one's will, being more in tune with yourself, you know, because one of the things about masturbation and porn and orgasm, or PMO, porn, masturbation, and orgasm, one of the things about them is that the repetitive and the habitual, you know, engagement of masturbation weakens your overall defense systems, weakens your nervous system, weakens your body's ability to protect itself from energy. You know what I'm saying? And so you're more susceptible to manipulation, right? And because of that, you lack that alignment with your inner being. You know what I'm saying? You lack that groundedness, that centeredness, that uprightness that comes about through your masculine energy and being erect and upright. You feel me? And so what I mean by self-governing, that process develops more so as you abstain and you sustain and you retain, because you're building up that energy, and as it builds up, your overall energy body is starting to exert itself. Your will is starting to exert itself, because the energy is going to motivate you to have to move. It can be very chaotic at first because your body is not used to harnessing all that energy, but over time, you begin to learn to balance that energy, which requires you to set up, you know, order and structure in your environment, right? But one of the things I wanted to talk about was that what I noticed with women, feminine nature tends to be more receptive, and we're not on my channel. We're not caught up in the nature of a woman, because you need to be focused on who you are and being in alignment with yourself and doing what you need to do for you, and taking your power back from women in an unhealthy way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're giving your power to them in a way that is weakening you as a man. So, as I've stated in previous videos, because you're not retaining your sexual energy and that testosterone that comes with it, you're basically feminizing your body. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at the nature of a woman, it's more receptive. Okay? And one thing that you notice about women is that a lot of women are easily manipulated. Right? Like, they talk about women's intuition, but think about how often women complain about getting played and men are dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your intuition? Where's your alignment with yourself? You feel me? Where's your alignment with your higher self to the point where you can defend yourself against those mechanisms? But at the same time, too, women, if they go through their process just like anybody else, if you go through that process after a breakup and you learn your lesson and you meditate and you gain that wisdom and you will see the signs, you'll look back and you'll see the signs being presented before you. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe will reveal it through you. But, you know, you find that on social media, women, especially on Instagram, I mean, it's laid out for you on Instagram in a way where you could just see all of it. I mean, you get on Instagram, you click on that little magnifying glass, and you just see all the women just just mimicking another woman that they've seen. I mean, it's right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Of the different types of personalities, you see many women falling in line with just the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And so as a man, you can only have so much control over a woman. I mean, guys want control over a woman for sex, but they don't even have control over themselves. You feel me? And so it's like, instead of chasing vagina, you know what I'm saying, and chasing women, because you're chasing something that is ultimately, because you're chasing it, you're giving forth more energy that pushes it away. You know what I'm saying? So with the way that the universe works, you have to work in the opposing factor. You have to work in the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? By redirecting your energy towards yourself and focusing on those things that you need to work on and taking it away from women, you will inadvertently bring them to you. That's the only way. The only way to have control is to give it up, which someone has stated that. And I don't like using other people's understandings to make a point, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but ultimately the control comes from yourself. The only way you're going to gain any type of control over a woman is through control over yourself, by not reacting to everything. You know what I'm saying? By being in tune enough with yourself to know when you need to assert yourself and when you need to step back. Trust that when you take an action, it's coming from the right place, and then leave it be. And develop an integrity. And in that integrity, you know what I'm saying, is where you win. Because within your integrity is that consistency. And women will know, and men will know that you're not to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Because you stand your ground and you know what you're talking about when you speak. And you've worked on yourself enough where you have cultivated the energy and it exerts outward, and you have manifested your will. You have self-actualized. And people will feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And they'll know that when you speak, you mean what you say. You know what I'm saying? And you're embodying that meaning. They can tell, they can see. You're standing in truth. You know what I'm saying? So, not giving women that attention, redirecting those thoughts of masturbation, point of orgasm towards being in tune with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on what it is that you want to accomplish, what your vision is. You know what I'm saying? And as you go along in your journey and you keep in that moment, in each moment, when you have those thoughts, you redirect it towards something else. You're retraining the brain, you're rewiring the brain, and you're ultimately exercising that self-governing, because it all starts in the mind and everything else will follow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's through the mind that they access the soul, and you're draining that soul energy. You're draining that. You know what I'm saying? So self-governing is the most important thing that you could use. And the concept of self-governing is probably one that really needs to be meditated on, because we see that a lot of people are easily manipulated by just from the emotional standpoint, really. You know, from everything that they see takes them outside of their body. Excuse me. So, you know, that's all I wanted to talk about. Semen retention ultimately helps with your self-governing and your ruling over yourself, and you learn to dictate your own emotions and dictate how you feel in each moment. You know what I'm saying? And then that is how you manifest your will, and that is how you can successfully go about creating the things that you want in your life. You feel me? So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, man. Hey, You already know what it is. Y'all tú sabes. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler back at you guys. Love. Salute.